Hey, Shauna Craig here. I am just touching bases with who has as horrible hair as this in the morning and the face with the oil and just the nastiness. Not so great. Um, I'm going to show you how to go from this to. I put my hair up. It's a super quick, messy bun. I'll cover it on a different video. But today we are going to do our makeup, and I'm going to show you exactly how mascara is and why I love mascara. I'm going to show you some other products that I use in my daily lineup. So let's just get to it. I'm going to start with actually putting together my compact with you because Maskcara Beauty's compact is a lot different than most companies' compacts. So the way Maskcara Beauty works is you have this awesome compact. And so if you can see, mascara is not spelt like the normal mascara. Mascara is actually Mask and Cara, the founder's name. So the way that this works is it's an actual case, and the case allows to take these tins. And so these tins just snap right in. To see what I did, this is what you get when it arrives. Might go into zoom. There we go. So this is what it arrives as. And when you take it out, it looks like so. And so what you do is you just take said tin and you just drop it in. And so today I'm going to actually do a palette with 3 different highlighters just to give a lot of depth and just cover up all of, well, this. So, and then we're going to take one bronzer and one contour, and then some eyeshadow. And so when we get done with the palette, the first palette will look like this. And this is going to have my foundation. It's going to have my bronzer, my contour, and my lip and cheek. So this is going to cover my entire coverage. So I could literally just have just this in my purse and I could do touch up all day long. Super, super simple, super nice, convenient. Love it. You've got to love it. I mean, I don't know. I found this product when I was working anywhere from 50 to 70-hour weeks. And I could keep my makeup on and look fresh and look like I'd been trying all day, when in all actuality, I hadn't. So I really suggest saving time with Maskcara Beauty. Let me get into getting a couple of my eyeshadows on the palette, and then we'll get started. I have my go-tos, and today we're just going to do all of my go-tos to make it really simple and to really just see how I achieve my simple signature look. And my super signature look is really fast. It's not actually really that much work or time or effort. So I'm going to open up the bottom side. So this is a double decker. This is a double decker. And so it has 2 levels. And so I'll just drop in all of my little eyeshadows here. And this is my go-to. Like, go-to, if I had to have 4, these are my 4. And I can't imagine that it really would be that big of a difference to do these 4 on green eyes versus blue eyes versus brown eyes, I still think that this is a solid color, timeless color option for every color and skin tone. So let's get into it. So in everyone's brush lineup, they should have a B squared brush and a 30-second hack brush. And for eyes, I think you should also have a blend and tap. These are what I'm going to use today, and well, I'm just going to get into it. So I'm going to start with the 30-second hack brush. It is my favorite brush. It is always the one I use last on my cheeks and lips, and so I always just start out by literally wiping my product off on my face in that exact spot, just to kind of get that like extra off. This is a cream-based makeup, so because of the fact that it's a cream-based makeup, it does tend to move and shift and have a lot more forgiveness on coverage applications. So I'm going to start with going in with my lightest and just coming in at my eyes and I'm just going to put it all on, and then I'm going to show you what I do once it's all on. So I'm just going to tap it all in where I want it. And like I said, you want to make sure that you're putting the brightest in the center of your face so that it's pulling in people to really see the center. So with Maskcara Beauty, the logic is a hack. So we're hacking. Hacking is highlight and contouring. So I'm going to take the contour now and just give you an idea. You're going to find that natural, and you're just going to follow it. Make sense? So when you do this, naturally, your face is going to start to look slimmer. And that is an amazing thing, especially when we need to lose a few pounds. So, and I'm pretty sure all of us women, whether we need it or not, think that we need to lose a few pounds. So, preach it, sister. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit on our temples, and we're just going to get a little bit of a contour around the face to just frame it up really nicely and to make people really drawn into that brightness in the center of your face. Now, the one great thing with Maskcara Beauty is since it is that cream, like I told you, you can put a bunch on. So I could put this really super duper dark, and you'll see some mascara artists doing the super, super dark. And you can, and it won't be a problem. So I just put pretty dark there, right? So I'm going to go back to this side brush. I do this for my contouring, this side for my highlight. Personal preference. I don't think that really matters. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to grab my darker color, and I'm just going to kind of go in the spots that are going to be matching up with my contour. And I do this just to kind of give it a transitional color and to continue that fade of color coming in. I don't think I went in with the light. Or I don't think I did light right there. So we're gonna, yep. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the darker color. And I say, I'm not telling you colors because you can do it how you want with the colors. So I'm just saying lighter and darker because I think that you're going to use a different darker than I'm going to use. So I want you to understand that it's going to be the lightest, the middle, and the highest. So I really want you to understand that it's your darkest, your lightest, not mine. I don't care what mine is. Mine, I think that I'm using like Amber, Moonlit, and Aura maybe. I will link it in the description, but I just want to make sure that everyone realizes it's personal to them, not me. And so I can do color matching. If you send it to me, just message me. I can do color matching however you want. So I'm getting you exactly what you need. Back to fixing my face because I'm starting to feel like I'm a little crazy looking. So now I'm going into my middle color and I'm once again just shading in a little bit to bring in a little bit more. And so I'm going to do that and kind of get right up in here. Now, if you have a lot of red on your face, if you're a person that has a lot of red, it is not uncommon to, I use Amber for all of my red, and I will just come in actually with my blend and tap, and I will just spot correct, and it'll literally just get rid of them. And so I would do that first, and then I would come back and do this full coverage. I didn't have a lot that I needed for full coverage of color, so I didn't do it. So I'm going to take again, and I'm going to go back to my light color just so that I can really define this side. And then we're going to do the same thing and just define it. Because I prefer looking natural. And while it doesn't look natural right now, it will, I promise. Okay, so now the secret to the world. If you do not know the secret, the Beauty Blender is the secret. This is what you need. If you don't have one, go get one. I don't care. Get a cheap one. Or this one. I don't care where you get it, what you get it. Just you need this in your life. I don't care. And get it wet. And then scrunch it all out. And then put it in a towel and do it again. And then it's ready. I had this one pre-ready. It's not dry. It's moist, like it's supposed to be. Moist. No one likes the word moist, but I, for some reason, love to annoy people. So here I am. So you're just going to take the beauty sponge, and I always go into the light spots first and then work it out. I'm going to say I can see a lot of random yellow throughout my face, and I'm sure you can too. And that's all going to get blended in to the super, super white spots. So don't be super worried about it yet. If it's like this after I'm done, then we'll be concerned. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to start with just going in the lightest spots first. And the reason is I just want to make sure that I don't ruin that brightness that I have already acquired. And the one thing with using one of these beautiful things is you can officially never do it too much. You are actually going to get tired before you have blended enough. It's just the truth. So if you still want to keep going, it probably will make a difference. If you don't have time, then don't. So I'm just going to continue following my lightness first. See, I'm already starting to get tired and I haven't even got to dark. So I'm sure I'll be trying to stop here soon. So you got to make sure that you are able to go the entire distance of how long, because if you do a bunch in one spot, not in the other, and then your arm's tired, and then you have to run because you're late for work, and then all of a sudden one side's done and the other side's not, and well, whatever. That's your choice. You can go to work looking like that. That's fine. Whatever. But if you don't want to go to work looking like that, kind of get an idea of how much blending you need, how much time you need to put into it, and if your arm can handle it, because, I mean, it's possible. So, as I continue, I still have a little bit of yellow around my mouth, which is fine because I'm not done around that area. I usually put a little bit more because I do get a little bit more red in that area, and around my nose I get red, so I tend to put my yellow color more as a base around my mouth, and then I come back in with my blend and tap, and I'll go in with my lightest color, and I actually will just go all the way around except for under the bottom side of my lip. So we'll just come in like that, and literally it doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to get on there. I then will take that same side of the blend and tap, which is the flat edge, and I will go into my contour, and I'll just lightly, just ever so lightly, get that with a shadow. It's all about shadows and accentuating your features. So this is just going to accentuate that bottom lip to make it look more voluptuous. I just said that, and I said it correctly. That's surprising. Okay, moving on. So from there, we're going to just make sure everything looks good, applied, not too shabby. I mean, I haven't done anything to these poor eyes, but that's okay. I'll fix that. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and we're gonna take that B squared brush, and this is where I make sure that everything kind of jives, in my opinion, and also where I will also put on my bronzer. So we're gonna take the poofy side first, and we're just literally going to just work in all of that cream into each other and just make sure there is nothing that is not completely in unison together. Okay, what do we got here? Not necessarily a fan of how dark this side is versus the other. There we go. Okay, so now to color the face. Now that we've got a nice, clean, easy palette, and it's just pretty natural looking for the most part. Got your cut-in contour. All the color correction is pretty much out. Looking pretty okay. At least in my opinion. I mean, you guys can have your own opinion. I mean, I could probably look like crap too. I mean, I don't know. It's all personal preference, right? Eye of the beholder. Someone told me once. Eye of the beholder. Okay. So, I'm going to move into the bronzing phase. And so you're just going to take the bronzer and you're going to get it on the big poofy side. And I kind of like to dab, and I'm going to admit, when I have it in my compact, there's two. I'm sorry. I can't handle it. I can't handle one. it's just, the brush is so big and the compact's so small, and it's necessary, okay? It's necessary to have two. It's just necessary. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the bronzer and you're going to put it in all the places that the sun will hit it and make it pop. So we're going to come in and we're just going to kind of go in on this side. Now, I'm going to need more because I only have one compact in this. Or 110 in this compact. So I'm just going to keep adding that little touch of sunlight onto my face. And you can kind of see where it looked like I was getting warm and maybe out of balance down here. Bringing in that warmth up top, it actually mellows out and changes the look. So when you're doing contouring, you're kind of wanting to think of it in a sense of a 3. So 1, 2, 3. So I like to come in here at my temple, across the top. I tend to do a little bit like this, and then I fill in bronzer on the bottom side, just to match in the color. And, you know, bronzers are naturally warm and contours are naturally light, opposite of warm, cool, that's the word. So very cool. So when you put a bronzer on, which is warm, with a shadow, which is normally casted on your neck, I just think it looks really nice. I think that if you put a contour on your neck, it's gonna look too dark. This kind of gives you that bronzed tan. You might have went to the beach, but it's COVID. So if you went to a beach, you were probably, you know, irresponsible. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe if it wasn't 2020. Anyways, so from there, we're going to move on to the cheeks and lips. And what I do is I will take and I will just get it on the bottom of that brush and find that same spot that we used for the cheek or our shadowing, and just right above it. And I just come in first and I just tap it in. Tap it on. This isn't Happy Gilmore. So we're just going to tap, 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 tap. Needs more. Tap, tap, tap. Remember, this is a cream-based foundation. So because this is cream, you can build it on. So as this goes, if this is, you know, too much or too little, we can always correct the situation. We're not stuck. We're just not stuck. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to try and make sure that I go in light. I always like to pair the dark and the brightness of my shadow together, because I just don't like that look like it's by itself. It should all just be one, to kind of just pull it all in as it's doing. So you can, I sometimes can take other lighter colors and then do a lighter shade outside to kind of like ombre your cheek in, and then I match the cheek to the lip. I'm lazy right now, and I'm trying to do this in a quicker manner than that. So I'm just going to come in, again, just using the blend and tap. And so I'm just going to come in, and this is honestly the closest color to my lips that I've ever found. And so I love it just because it can make me feel like I have very light coverage. And I know that it's consistent across the entire lip. Another nice factor is if you find a good nude, and then you found like a nude that goes with your skin tone, and then a good nude, or a good, I mean, essentially it's a nude that goes with your lip, you can do a transition. So with me, I find my nude for my mouth, or for my face. I'll put that on first, and then I come from my mouth out with this shade, and that will make it look 100% natural when it comes to getting that beautiful nude lip. And I'll go over that another day. And then it's matte, right? It's not going to look wet. So every time I get water on it, it's not going to change the appearance of my lip. And so real simple. And it makes me look very, very natural, which I prefer natural. A woman once told me that it was best to be natural. And it stuck with me. So, but I still like to be, you know, nice, natural, not just simple, natural. I hear natural, and for some reason I hear someone not wearing any makeup, or thinking that makeup is some way of degrading women, or whatever it may be that they don't wear makeup. But I think it's a way of loving yourself and showing yourself that you are enough. You deserve this, and you deserve to be able to look in the mirror and go, yeah, that's cool. I look good today. That's me. How often does that actually happen, though? So, I'm going to continue to be here supporting you. Find what that looks like. And I'm hoping that you decide that you deserve it, because I think you deserve it, and I hope you do too. So I'm going to jump into my eyes. Eyes, in my opinion, are the number one feature that you should accentuate on your face. Figure out what works for your face, what works with your eyes. Hopefully I can help you find things that work good for you that you might not have found in the past. That's my goal, to help you feel more comfortable in your own skin. Because I've done a whole bunch of research and learned all these random things, and I think that I can help you be happier. Maybe not. I mean, it's possible not, but whatever. So, Maskcara Beauty was one of the first things that I think really started helping me pull out of being depressed about my mom's death. I want to say it was about 9 months after she had passed away. She had, I finally had her funeral service. Waiting months for a funeral service. I don't know what I was thinking. But I will say that funeral service was something I had been anticipating for a really long time, because I hadn't seen my family in years. Very estranged family. While they all love me and there's lots of backstory and reasons, it's just kind of estranged, as much as we love each other. And so growing up, wow, I just totally lost where I was going. I was doing fine. I was following whatever line of whatever reasoning I had, and I was talking about my family. Oh, the funeral. So, anyways, moving on. So I had gotten really excited to see my family, to celebrate my mom's life, to close the chapter of my mom's death. And so I had been watching one of my friends promote this product. And I hadn't put a lot of stock into it. It looked interesting, so I kept watching the videos, and then I started, of course, Facebook was like, oh, hey, you should watch this video from this person, and you should watch this video from this person, and all of a sudden I'm getting like every different video I can from every different artist I could. And at the end of it, I realized that there was this great group of women that were networking and trying to share something with me that helped them. Not something that they wanted to sell necessarily. Is it a good outcome or outlet? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just starting. So, I mean, whatever. But to me, it's not about that. To me, we're in 2020. We're hurting. So many people are broken. So many people are stuck at home. So many people have anxieties, are overwhelmed, are having a hard day, month, week, year, you name it. And I've gone through hard. I know what that looks like, and I want to help other people go through hard and help them find their happy. And Maskcara Beauty was what helped me find my happy after my mom's death, after kind of a couple chaotic years, helped me get on track. I mean, by no means it did everything, but it definitely has helped me feel comfortable with who I am and be okay after my mom. And for that, nothing makes it any better besides that. And I tell you what, having that in my corner is huge. Okay, so this I could totally mess up on because I've got a tiny little line and a tiny little camera screen and a big old fat brush. I mean, it seems really small, but like when I'm doing this line, it seems really big. Okay, and in my opinion, no person should not be taking care of their eyebrows. Their eyebrows are like number one most important thing in my opinion. If you were to run out of the house right now and you had no makeup on and you asked me what's the one thing you should do, I'm going to say your eyebrows. It's literally, it just took me like 10 seconds to do both eyebrows. And while I didn't do much of anything, I look that much better. I'm sorry, but I don't know why it makes such a big difference, but it really, truly, truly does. I love this. I'm pretty sure it's the cheapest thing I could possibly ever find. It's from e.l.f. It's an eyebrow and eyelash setter. I don't know why I love it. I'm pretty sure it does nothing. I'm pretty sure. But it makes me feel better about myself. So I just use it every time anyways. I don't use it for my mascara, my eyelashes. I don't use it for my eyelashes because if I use it for my eyelashes, I would be taking away the amazing effects of this most expensive tube of mascara that I love so much so that I'm pretty sure I paid $35 for it. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. But I can't use any other mascara ever again in my life. Nor will I try other ones, I don't think. Because what's the point? If you want to know about mascara, go find someone else. I rep Maskcara Beauty. I do not try on mascara other than Scott Barnes. Sorry. So, I'm going to show you why. And so I don't poke my eye, I'm looking at my monitor. Under 40. So, first time, not too bad, but it'll get better. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do to help support the channel. got Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, and follow me on Instagram. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you on stream.